Welcome back to Duke Energy Convention Center in Cincinnati. I'm Purvill Chaney, Executive Chef. We're going to be playing with fresh produce today. We pull in a lot of produce from local farmers and vendors, and I can't stress enough about freshness. So when you're out at the market buying your produce for the day, dinner, try to get the freshest stuff you can get. What we're going to make today is a vegetarian strudel. Now keep in mind, you can make a strudel out of anything. You can use fish, you can use beef, chicken, whatever. But today we're focusing on produce, so we're focusing on fresh produce, and that's what we're going to make the strudel out of. We're going to start off with zucchini. We use zucchini, squash, any produce you prefer you can use. There's no rules or laws or regulations to this. We like the zucchini and squash. What we do is slice them like yay. Then we take the squash the same way. You're gonna slice it the same way, lengthwise. And like I say, you can use any produce you like. I have roasted peppers here. We just cut them in wide strips. I have yellow tomatoes, Roma tomatoes, French beans, golden beets. And what we did with the golden beets, we quartered them, hit them with a little sugar, and roasted them off for about 30 minutes in a 350-degree oven, just to get them tender, nice and tender. So what we're going to do is start building this. And you can utilize any herbs you like, any spices you like with this. We're going to use puff pastry. You can get puff pastry anywhere. I take a sheet of puff pastry, lay it on my board. At this time, I start building. I take my zucchini. And I like to do it where I'm going to have colors. I'll take my squash, and between the layers, I might hit it with a little salt, a little lemon pepper. I hit it with a little oregano. I'll throw some onions in it, shallots. I'll julienne them. And you can put any onion you like. Take some of those, sprinkle it in it. I like sage, I like fresh sage. So I'll use a couple sage leaves, my red peppers for color, mushrooms. And like I say, keep in mind, you can build this any way you like. I want to go with the Roma tomatoes, a little of your yellows. At this time, I'll add my cheeses. I like Parmesan, and I use a smoked Gouda. I'll put my beets last. And what I'll do is attempt to roll this. To a nice log. I'll garnish my puff pastry. And I usually do a rose or a vine or something along that line. What I do is cut half moons, and at that time I fold them in, and it's a garnish. This is, you don't have to have this. I usually set it right off the center. One flower. I'll take my egg wash and rub down my puff pastry. Then I'll hit it again with some parm. I'll go to a sheet tray with it. And at this time, we'll go in the oven, 350 degrees, for about 30 minutes. And you'll have a perfect, fresh strudel. All right, straight out of the oven. We're gonna let it rest. We usually let it rest about 20, 30 minutes before we start cutting it. Slide it right off. We're gonna put it on this board here. Use my flour as my centerpiece decoration, and I offset the strudel so you can see the colors. That is your finished strudel. Again, I'd like to thank you for giving us time to show you what we're passionate about, food. Like I said, I hope you can take something away and do this at home, but if you can't, you're welcome to come down to our family at Duke Energy Center, and we all can make it happen again. Thank you.